When a man builds his brand on power, dominance, and control, people listen. When that same man travels across borders with cameras off and private demands on, people start asking questions. This is the story behind Andrew's controversial trip to Thailand and Hong Kong, a trip that insiders say revealed a revolving door of women, strict expectations, and disturbing demands that painted a very different picture from the public persona. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because we break down the stories they don't want you to hear, with facts, context, and clarity. Andrew Tate built his image on strength, discipline, and unapologetic masculinity. From kickboxing champion to internet personality, he positioned himself as a man who controls every environment he walks into. His lifestyle: private jets, luxury penthouses, supercars, and exclusive parties. But when he touched down in Thailand and later Hong Kong, whispers began circulating among people in hospitality circles, nightlife insiders, and local contacts. According to multiple accounts shared online and discussed across forums, Andrew's trip wasn't just about business meetings or sightseeing. It allegedly involved a constant rotation of women being brought in and out of high-end suites, sometimes daily. Hotel staff reportedly described tight security, strict privacy rules, and specific instructions that limited interaction between the women and anyone outside his circle. Now let's be clear. Allegations are not convictions. Rumors are not proof. But when multiple independent stories begin aligning, it raises questions worth examining. Witnesses claimed there were specific standards required for women entering the suites. Physical appearance, age, nationality preferences, all allegedly filtered before access was granted. And it didn't stop there. When the group later traveled to Hong Kong, similar patterns reportedly followed. Hong Kong's high-rise penthouses and private members-only clubs are designed for discretion. Sources say Andrew maintained a closed-circle environment, where access was controlled tightly by associates. Several online commentators have pointed to the phrase, revolving door, to describe what was happening: women entering for short periods and leaving quickly, replaced by others. Why does this matter? Because Andrew's public message centers around loyalty, high standards, and rejecting what he calls degeneracy. Critics argue that if the allegations are accurate, the behavior contradicts the image he promotes. Supporters, on the other hand, say that consenting adults making private arrangements is no one else's business. This is where things get complicated. Andrew Tate has consistently positioned himself as someone who operates outside societal approval. He often claims that criticism is proof of his power. He's built an empire on controversy, bold statements, and shock value. But international travel brings legal and ethical scrutiny. Different countries have strict laws surrounding solicitation, trafficking, and exploitation. Even the appearance of misconduct can draw attention from authorities and media outlets. It's important to separate speculation from confirmed fact. As of now, no official charges have been publicly announced specifically regarding these alleged incidents in Thailand or Hong Kong. However, Andrew has faced legal issues in other jurisdictions, which adds fuel to public curiosity whenever new claims surface. The internet amplifies everything. A single anonymous post can spark thousands of reactions. Videos analyzing his movements, screenshots of alleged messages, and, insider, breakdowns flood platforms within hours. But here's what's fascinating. Andrew's brand thrives in this environment. Controversy fuels engagement. Engagement fuels algorithmic visibility. Visibility fuels monetization. Every accusation becomes content. Every rumor becomes a headline. Some believe the mystique is intentional. The less clarity there is, the more people speculate. And speculation keeps his name trending. However, there's another side to this. If multiple women were indeed flown in or recruited under strict conditions, it raises questions about power dynamics. Wealth and influence can create environments where consent becomes complex. Were these independent adults fully aware and comfortable? Or were there unspoken pressures tied to status and money? Again, these are questions, not conclusions. Critics argue that Andrew's rhetoric about women being property or needing control adds an unsettling layer to these travel stories. When someone publicly speaks about dominance and then privately surrounds themselves with a rotating group of women under strict guidelines, it naturally triggers concern. Supporters counter that luxury lifestyles often include high-profile individuals hosting private gatherings. They claim this is selective outrage, that celebrities, athletes, and executives do similar things without facing equal scrutiny. So why does Andrew face more backlash? Because he built his empire on polarizing ideology. He doesn't blend into celebrity culture quietly. He challenges it, mocks it, and claims moral superiority over it. That makes every allegation feel heavier. During the Thailand portion of the trip, online forums speculated about specific venues and contacts used to arrange private company. Some claimed there were financial negotiations happening behind closed doors. Others suggested everything was consensual and transactional. When the group relocated to Hong Kong, similar whispers followed: private yachts, exclusive rooftop parties, women arriving in scheduled intervals. But here's something crucial. No verified legal documents have surfaced confirming illegal wrongdoing in these specific trips. Most of what circulates comes from anonymous posts, social media threads, and commentary channels. And that's where responsible analysis matters. The internet loves a villain. It loves a scandal. It loves an exposed narrative. And whenever he enters a new country, speculation follows closely behind. The revolving door narrative sticks because it aligns with his public persona. It feels believable to critics because it matches his rhetoric. But belief is not evidence. At the same time, patterns of behavior, even if legal, can still be morally debated. The question becomes less about legality and more about authenticity. Is the message he promotes consistent with the lifestyle he allegedly lives? Or is it performance art designed to trigger attention? There's also a broader cultural discussion happening here. Influencer culture blurs the line between reality and branding. What you see online is curated. What happens behind closed doors is rarely visible. When wealth, fame, and ideology collide in foreign countries known for nightlife and discretion, stories will inevitably surface. The bigger issue may not be one trip. It may be the system that rewards controversy more than character. Andrew understands algorithms. He understands outrage. He understands that even negative press keeps him relevant. So every time a headline reads, "Disturbing demands exposed," the machine keeps running. He knows how to stay talked about. And as long as people are watching, clicking, debating, and reacting, the cycle continues. What do you think? Are these allegations another example of online exaggeration? Or do they reveal something deeper about power, influence, and how celebrity operates behind closed doors? Comment below with your perspective. Keep it respectful, keep it thoughtful, and let's have a real conversation. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear both sides before forming an opinion. We'll continue bringing you in-depth analysis on the stories shaping the internet without the hype, without the blind loyalty, and without the fear of asking difficult questions. Stay informed. Stay critical. And we'll see you in the next video.